Yo, what's good? We're just gonna do a coding session here. Um, I'm creating a pre-market strategy. So essentially, what it looks like is this: um, Globex, Globex high, Globex low, and then there's a pre-market high, and then a pre-market low. Okay, and then let's say that the market breaks the the Globex high but then retraces down here. We're going to buy in this window here. We're going to buy in this window. And then we're also going to have our stop loss at, I think we're going to have our stop loss here. I'm just going to test the results and just see how it is. We don't know if the results are good or not. So at this point, I'm just going to test those results and see how it goes. Because generally that's what I'm thinking. Because there's the data behind it makes sense. All right, so let's do it. Pre-market high, pre-market low. High first day equals false, low first day equals false. Begin. So I'm gonna have to do it intra-bar, are we not? No, we don't have to do it intra-bar. We can do it on a 1 minute time frame. That means the close of the bar, we can enter into the market. That's fine with me. I would rather do 30-minute, but you can't. Then you have to do an intra-bar. You can do this, but intra-bar. You can do 30-minute, but then the strategy has to be intra-bar. So that means you put up here intra-bar order generation equal to true. I think it was in brackets, but we'll see if that works. No, it doesn't work. So I don't know. I don't know how I did this in the past. I need to open up a different one, a different strategy. I think it was BO745 probably has it. There it is. It is in brackets. Okay. A little bit weird on the syntax. So essentially, this code is finding pre-market near and pre-market far. And at this point in time, I need to be able to time equals day end. So essentially, let's see here. This is unnecessary. All of this is unnecessary technically. I just need the pre-market high and low. So if bar status equals 1, that means a tick inside the bar. So anytime during the bar's life. And time is equal to day end. That means daytime equals true. Daytime equals true. Daytime is equal to true. Then begin. So this is my order entry. We need order entries. Order entries. So what this means is so the pre-market high and low. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So we got to bring this over there. All right. So if the high is greater than the pre-market high, So that means now I just have to do only if, hold on. Where is my Globex low broke first? There you go. So if Globex G low broke first, if the low broke first, that means if the low broke first, let's say the low breaks, boom, it breaks, and now it's coming up. The Globex low is not the one we want. We want to see it pass, but the far is not there yet. So Globex low is passed. So let's find this. If Globex low broke first is equal to true, then begin. Now we want the high. So if the high is greater than or equal to day low 3, which is the pre-market low, and yeah, there you go. There you go. So if the Globex low broke first and the high is greater than day low 3, then market order, screw that. Where do you want to place the order? Halfway point between pre-market? I'd say 25% of pre-market. So essentially, we want to set a limit order between day high 3. Let's say this. Hold on. Day high 3. So the pre-market high minus pre-market low. Pre-market high minus pre-market low. Pre-market high minus pre-market low is the pre-market range. PM range equals this. Okay. So when that happens, if pre-market range is that, I need 25%. So whatever it is. So if Globex low broke first, that means if the Globex low broke first, that means from pre-market to pre-market, nearest 25% from nearest. So the nearest is, what's the nearest? Nearest is the Globex low. Nearest is the Globex low. Nearest is the Globex low. Nearest equals Globex low. So that just means sell one contract at day low 3 plus pre-market range times 0.25. So that's pretty close to the pre-market low anyways. That's what I would do. Sell one contract at day low plus pre-market range times 25%. So 25% of the pre-market, meaning the pre-market low plus 25%. So basically that would land us right around this blue line right there. That's where we're getting in. And remember, we'd get out at Globex high. We'd get out at Globex high. Sell one contract. There you go. Now, similar story. This is sell short. Limit. You gotta say limit at the end. I believe at the end. Now I'm gonna do longs. So if the Globex high broke first, Globex high broke first is equal to true, then buy one contract at day high 3 minus 25% of the Globex range. Okay, those are my entries. Now, once I'm in a position, say if market position is equal to 1, so I'm long, then begin. Sell one contract at Globex low. What does that mean? Day low, G low. Globex low. Literally Globex low. Sell one contract, Globex low. Sell, at limit. Stop. Sell one contract at, what's my target? So target would have to be, risk box. We need to calculate a risk box quick. Risk box is equal to my entry here. So I'm long, so that means day high. This is my entry price. Entry price to my stop loss, which is the Globex low. Now, whatever this number happens to be, that's my risk box. Now, I want my target at the same price, entry price, plus risk box. There you go. But it might not be risk box yet. So I want to do this price plus risk box. Plus risk box. That means I'm essentially saying a 1-to-1 target. 1-to-1 target. This is my entry. There you go. Entry long. There you go. You can just use a variable for that. That's my plan. So risk box equals entry long minus Globex low. So that's my entry long price. Risk box is entry long minus the Globex low. That whole area, that's my risk box. That's a very large risk box. And I would like to also print that. Print risk box. Time risk box. Definitely want to see a risk box on that. Alrighty. Now we've got that's the case. Now what we want to see here is if at any point in time, if time is greater than or equal to 1450, then just exit. Then sell one contract at market. There you go. So that's basically the longs. We need to put in entry, a couple variables that we need to fill in, and then what else? Risk box. Cool. Now we wanted to do pretty much the same thing for the shorts. So for the shorts is right here. longs, shorts, order entries. Long short. So if its market position is equal to -1, then entry S is actually day. What is it? Entry short is day low plus 25%. That means day low plus 25%. That's correct. Risk box is equal to entry S. Is actually equal to, if I'm short, my risk box is Globex high minus entry price. So Globex high minus entry short. That's my risk box. Now I want to buy to cover. Stop losses are always first. So buy to cover one contract at Globex high stop loss. Sell one, buy to cover one contract at risk box essentially. So I'll take day low plus 25%. Is that right? Yeah, if I'm short, I'm going up. Day low plus 25%. That's correct. That's my entry price for my target. That's not right. There you go. Day low plus that 25%. So that from where I entered to my Globex high is my risk box, and that is what that looks like. And then I'm basically adding risk box, so I should not do that. I should subtract risk box from the entry price. There you go. And then entry S is one more. And that should be it. Let's see. Let's see if there's any mistakes here. Sell short one contract. Why is that a problem? Next bar. Oops. Sell short one contract. Next bar. Is that right? Forgot the syntax a little bit here. Limit. Good. Sell one contract. Next bar. Next bar. There you go. Yada yada yada. At limit. Limit and stop. Next bar. Okay. Man, a lot of syntax errors. Okay, that should be it. At this point, we want to have nothing else printing. I'm pretty sure all of this can basically not be used because those are all denom counts. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if it takes any trades at all. So let's add a strategy. It's KC Globex. Globex high-low pre-market. This is a strategy. Properties for all. You do 1 minute. There you go. 1 minute look inside bar. Enable intrabar order generation. Okay, we do have some entries here. So let's go ahead and look at pre-market high and low and 25% of it. So at this point, I might just do Globex Okay, let's just go for one example. Just one example. Can we do one example? That'd be great. Let's do one. So this one that won. Let's see this example. Hold on. Okay. So how did I short again here? All right. So after this happens sometimes frequently. So I'm in short. That may well be correct, but then I have to get out at 14 whatever. But then it's still able to get me in. So if bar status equals 1. Okay, how do I reset these things then? Globex low broke first. All of those are, these are all reset at the day end. Okay, at day end. So that means market orders. You need to say and time is less than 1450. Wait. I'm not going to enter 10 minutes before the day ends. There you go. That fixes that. So let's go ahead and look at this. So March 22nd, let's look at the Globex high or low. 7 o'clock to 8:30. There's 8:30. So essentially 7 to 8:30. That's 9. 8:30 is right there. That's the Globex range. Where is the pre-market? No, sorry, that's the pre-market. The Globex is from here. This is Globex high, right there. This is, where's Globex low? It's also the pre-market low. Okay, that's Globex low too. All right, now what happens is it breaks. Remember, 25%. So this is pre-market. 25% of that is right here. Oh, and that's true. It actually filled right there. So we got in short, and then our risk is from here all the way up to here. But in this case, it became end of day. So our stop loss is up here. This is our stop loss. But it became end of day, so I had to get out. So I'm going to label these end of day exit. I don't know if that's possible. No. How do I label? Oh, man. I think I label all my orders. There you go. Sell. Stop. All around. Okay, there you go. Right after buy to cover. This one is end of day. This one is also end of day. End of day exit. And then if it hits my stop loss, I need to say stop. If it hits my stop loss on the long or the short side, I also want it to be able to say stop, because then we know it's a stop loss. And then limit order would be target, because sometimes you can't really see it well on the chart. And I like that label. Target. Okay. There we go. It works. Let's see it. There we go. So we're short. End of day exit. Let's move on over here. Another end of day exit. So we seem to hit end of day exits all the time. Let's take a look at this one. This is 9:30, 8:30. So my high, pre-market high is right here. Pre-market low is right here. Now, where's the Globex high and low? Globex low is right here. So this would be my stop loss. During the day session, boom, right away, it broke the Globex high. So, and it comes down 25% of my pre-market low. 25% of that pre-market low we is our entry, and we do end up at entry, and then it rises up a little bit, but then eventually goes lower, and then 1450 went lower, so we could have lost some money on that. The thing is, it just depends on how big our risk is. So in this case, our risk was from here all the way down. So if that's going to be the case, we should probably, we have a 1-to-1 target. Our 1-to-1, I mean, our target's way off here, way out there. That's our target. And I think we have everything correct. It's just, it seems very, very far. I would probably not go for such far targets. I'd probably go for a 0.5-to-1 or something like that. These are just monster moves. They're fairly safe, but we'll see. So what's the deal here? I mean, target was hit, and then we entered again. There's an issue there, meaning only one entry per day. So if we're long, that means day entry date is equal to date. Entry date 1 is equal to date. No, is equal to time. I can say this is my entry time. Okay. One trade per day. So entry time 1 equal to true. Equal to time. So entry time 1 needs to be reset. Oh wait, no, that's fine. It resets every time. It doesn't need to be reset. So basically, when we order up, when we enter the market, entry time stamps a timestamp. Entry time. And now entry time, when we because it's entering again, if that's the case, we need to make sure that entry time, in order to place the trade again, we can't do that. Okay, the only time we can do is entry count is equal to entry count plus 1. The old count. The old count. So basically it says, oh, you entered plus 1. and we can only enter if entry count is 0. So, and entry count is equal to 0. So if entry count is equal to 0, you can place a trade. And that's how it works. So now if we, at the end of the day, it can reset. You can say, all right, entry count is equal to 0 again. That means we can only trade once per day, so it should disqualify this trade. It should disqualify it. What's going on here? Because there's plenty of trades today. There's 1 at 10. It stops out, it goes again, stops out, or target hit, and then it goes again. You can't be doing that. How many entry counts do we have here? Let's print also entry count. Yeah, something's messed up. Oh, entry count has to change pre-market. Never mind. Intrabar. So this is a common mistake. Not a mistake, just something to understand. Entry count needs to be intrabar persist. We need to make it an intrabar persist variable. Once that's the case, it should delete that. Now do we have no trades? Performance report, we're taking some trades. We're taking trades. Why didn't we place a trade on this day? Let's take a look. March 20th. So pre-market high was here. Pre-market high, pre-market low. Pre-market low. All right. So it breaks the high. Is there Globex high? That is the Globex high. That is the Globex high. All right. Globex high breaks. It comes back down. Where's the Globex low? It happens to be this low. Right there. Nope. This low is 33. What's this low? 33. Wow, it never broke. That's interesting. So we would have gotten in this. So it breaks upwards. We would have gotten in here, 25%. And we would have hit target during this day too. So what's the problem? Why didn't we get in? Why wouldn't it get in? Intrabar persists. What's wrong with that? So I want to print. That should have been this long right here. I want to print everything. I want to have my print statements there. I don't need wrist box. Okay. Date, time, and entry count. So what's the problem? Let's look at it. It should be 9:30 on March 20th. 10 o'clock March 20th. We had an entry, and that's right. That's where our entry is. Why didn't we place the entry? Why didn't it get in? Do we not have intra time frame? Like, what's the problem? No, I don't get the problem. It should fill there. Set limit. Okay. So let's say this. This one goes up. We place a limit, and why can't we buy it then? We can place a limit there. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Let's see that calculation. What price is that? Tell me that. Tell me that. Price should be right here around 52.42. What do you got? 52.42. Why can't you place a limit, or oh, we have to round. Fucking rounding. It might not understand how to round by itself, so we have to round quick. Where is easy language? There we go. Rounding. I have to relearn this pretty much every single time. Okay. So essentially, we need to round. We need to round this. So entry long is equal to that. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of there. So what we need to do is value. So what do we need? Close plus this. I don't think so. One equals number of contracts need rounding. 1 minus. Oh man, this is weird. Okay, here we go. So basically it says round up true, round down false, and it tells me which way to round up. So here it says 5249.69. We need to round up to the nearest 0.25 because that's the nearest tick. So basically I need to put down, this is my entry long. Entry long is equal to this. Entry long. So basically we're rounding entry long. And again, entry long needs to be intrabar persist. It needs to be able to be updated intrabar. Same as entry short. Okay. So when we do intrabar, where is it? Here it is. So entry long is equal to that. So entry long, we're rounding entry long, I suppose. Value 2. Now, if absolute value of the entry long minus value 1 is less than this minus yada yada yada, it tells me which way to do it. So now basically it says if roundup if roundup t da 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 roundup true is equal to true, then entry L is equal to roundup true is equal to which one's rounding up? Round up. Value 1 is round up. Okay. My goodness. All right. So value 1. There you go. Okay. That rounds it up. Now, on the contrary, if round up true, round down false is equal to false, that means we have to round down. So we grab value 2. And that's it. That's how you do it, in my opinion. We'll see if it works. I'll just call it true, whatever. Those will always change. That also needs to be intrabar persist. Anything happening within the bar's life needs to be intrabar persist. Now, there you have it. What else there needs to be done? Needs to be the same thing. Okay. Needs to be the exact same thing. Entry short needs to be up there too. So essentially this needs to be right up there for the shorts as well. All ahead of it. So it needs to be right here. There you go. Now these obviously need to be short. So entry short, grab the short one. Entry short is down here. So entry short, there you go. And then round up, you do entry S. Entry short, yada, yada, yada. Essentially, we are rounding up or down. So, and that's what it is. Now, let's see if it works. Increment. What is increment? Oh, increment needs to be some type of increment of the symbol, which is obviously going to be 0.25. Yep. And now let's take a look. This should work. This should work now. Now let's take a look at print. Print entry L. Print entry long. And any shorts I also want to print. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. It's all good. All good in the hood. I don't get why 3 March 20th didn't buy. We have it 52.42.75. We should be in. And for some reason it did not do that. Why? Okay. All right. Daytime high and low. I'm just making this be able to find the Globex low or high breaking intrabar. So day high 2, day low 2, Globex break first, which is day high 2, day low 2, Globex broke first, Globex low broke first. Those should be intrabar. We should see orders. I don't get why it's not working. What's wrong?